Welcome everyone to our axiUm HealthAccess Overview. Today we will show you how your school can benefit from extending axiUm's capabilities to the web. We'll take you through some real-life scenarios to demonstrate the advantages you will realize with the help of axiUm's HealthAccess group of online solutions. First, let us show you how patient access can improve your administration and your clinical efficiency while engaging your patients. Fred is a new patient at the local dental school clinic and is looking forward to his first appointment. The dental school that he's going to uses axiUm's online patient access solution. Fred was pleasantly surprised when he found out that he could self-register via the internet. He's a busy guy. Time is valuable to him. The school simply required his name, date of birth, and email address, and Fred set up his own account from home a few days before his appointment. He was able to update his personal information online, and Fred was able to instantly confirm his appointment online without having to phone the clinic. He also completed his medical history form from home, which was very convenient because it gave him more time to recall in detail some of his past medical issues. And when he comes into the clinic, the provider will see the same form in axiUm with the answers Fred completed online. This will save a lot of time as the provider can focus on reviewing the medical history instead of data entry. The questions and forms Fred has access to are determined by the school. As you can see here, the blood pressure and heart rate are blank as they were not made available on the I-form in patient access. The day before his appointment, Fred realized he hadn't confirmed if his previous dental office sent information to the school, so he sent an axiUm message via the patient access portal to his provider. The student provider replied to his message shortly thereafter, so Fred is comfortable ahead of time that everything is in order. Patient Fred easily self-registered from home using the dental school's online patient access solution. He was able to update his demographic information, saving your front desk time on the day of the appointment. And Fred instantly confirmed his appointment online. No phone call was required. He also completed some questions on his medical history form online from home. He sent a message to his provider with some questions about the dental procedure he was having done. The student replied, so Fred knows what to expect during the treatment. Fred is ready to show up for his appointment. Now that our patient has an appointment, let's take a look at Doctor Access. We'll show you some practical solutions to real-life problems your providers have that Doctor Access can help solve. Jill is a dentistry student. Jill's school uses Doctor Access with their axiUm solution. She conveniently logs into Doctor Access the night before from her smartphone so she can view the appointments she has the next day. She sees that she'll be in both the main clinic and the endodontic clinic tomorrow, and she can see what chairs she'll be at. Jill can see what her non-clinic times are, so she knows when her afternoon lecture takes place. She can also see at a glance the patient's name and if the appointment has been confirmed or not. With a simple tap on the patient name, she can view detailed patient information such as the patient's chart number, their photo, their preferred language, and the reason for the appointment. From here, she can even send a message to her patient. On the tabs below, she can see the treatment details and the appointment notes. Jill can also view, send, and receive axiUm messages from Doctor Access, allowing her to keep in touch with the school, patients, and faculty. Notice the name in green text, which is an indicator that this message is from a patient. Jill quickly sends an axiUm message via Doctor Access to her student partner Eric to let him know the appointment tomorrow has been confirmed. That same night, Eric replies to Jill's message, confirming that he will be at the appointment tomorrow. Dentistry student Jill logs into Doctor Access the night before to view her next day's appointments. She knows the times, what procedures she'll be performing, and which clinics and chairs she's at. Jill can see when her lunch break is and when her lecture starts. She sees who her patients are and any appointment notes. Jill also sends an axiUm message via Doctor Access to another axiUm user, and does all this from her smartphone at home the night before. Jill is looking forward to her day tomorrow. She knows what to expect and plans to be good and ready for her clinic sessions. With the patient and the provider prepared for the appointment, let's move on to the day of the appointment. We'll take a look at how First Access can create efficiencies and streamline the check-in process. Patient Fred gets to the clinic on the day of his appointment and sees a lineup at the reception desk. He notices that there are some self-sign-in kiosks and heads on over. He taps on the monitor and sees the appointment sign-in screen. Fred types in his name and his birthday to find his appointment. The clinic has connected their First Access to Patient Access, so he can sign in to the account he already set up at home. He sees the familiar Patient Access screen and goes to the forms. He sees the medical history he completed and can review and update it here, along with any other forms the school has made available. He can also check his personal information to make sure everything is correct. Once he's done reviewing his information, he continues to the sign-in screen for his appointment. He sees his 9:30 a.m. appointment in the main clinic with his provider and signs himself in. And he is directed to the correct clinic waiting area. In axiUm, Fred's provider sees his name is purple on the schedule, which means he's arrived. His provider heads to the waiting area. Fred's provider takes him back to the chair and the appointment starts right on time. Patient Fred arrives for his appointment and heads to the sign-in kiosk with First Access. He's able to enter his name and birth date to find his appointment that day. He reviews the medical history he filled in at home and checks his demographic information. Everything looks good and he proceeds to complete the process. He successfully signs in and is directed to the waiting room. The provider sees an axiUm that Fred is here and goes to the waiting room. Patient Fred is very happy the check-in process was quick and he didn't have to wait too long. With Patient Fred in the chair, we turn to our providers to complete the treatment, but student Jill requires a faculty to assist. Let's discover how Faculty Access increases patient care and streamlines faculty responsibilities by giving your instructors student and patient information on the go. Faculty instructor Dr. Juliet has a busy day at work today. The school uses axiUm Faculty Access, a web-based module that allows faculty members to access their axiUm data and tour the clinic floor at the same time. Dr. Juliet uses an iPad to access Faculty Access from anywhere on the clinic floor, which gives her a lot of freedom to move about and remain connected to her schedule, instructors, and the location of her students and patients. Dr. Juliet can view today's appointments and see which were start checked by other providers in gray. She can see the green ones are hers and the red ones still need to be start checked. And the appointments are viewed in real time, so any changes made in axiUm will also appear in Faculty Access. From the My Appointments tab, she's able to view just her own students for today. Dr. Juliet can select any appointment and view the treatments associated with it and other appointment information. And by tapping on the arrow on the gray bar to the left, she can expand the view and see provider details as to where they currently are and if they have requested any assistance. The dental school's Faculty Access solution also integrates with the axiUm operatory monitor system to help faculty see which students have requested assistance. The operatory monitor provides clinic staff with a real-time status of what's happening on the clinic floor. Some dental clinics use the operatory monitor with a large monitor mounted and displayed centrally on the clinic floor. The operatory monitor is a notification system that allows faculty members like Dr. Juliet to immediately see alerts and notifications. And with faculty access, Dr. Juliet is able to see these from her iPad. Dr. Juliet can see the notification from both the operatory monitor and from her iPad on the appointment screen on the right-hand side. Dr. Juliet can sort the notifications in order of priority and time by tapping on the exclamation mark. By tapping on the color, she's able to see what notification the student has sent, so she immediately goes over to assist the provider. The student does not need to leave the patient's side. She's able to stay with her patient while she waits for assistance. Dr. Juliet can also filter her list based on a notification state. For example, she may only want to see students who have a medical emergency, are ready for a start check, or need an approval. When an approval is required, Dr. Juliet is able to perform the approval directly from her iPad using faculty access. She doesn't need a swipe card, nor does she need to use the workstation at the chair the student provider is using. Here, Dr. Juliet is able to see that the student provider has set the treatment as in process, which requires an approval as shown by the blue highlight on the treatment. From here, she can select the treatments to approve and tap the Approve button. The approval validation window pops up to make sure that the information is accurate. Dr. Juliet can tap the Approve button from here to continue. She can also immediately evaluate the treatments from here by clicking the Evaluate button. Dr. Juliet can choose the evaluation form and the treatments to evaluate, and grade the student directly from her iPad. Dr. Juliet is also able to grade more than one student at once, saving her time and allowing the providers to see their grades sooner. Faculty member Dr. Juliet uses an iPad to access her school's faculty access solution from the clinic floor. She can see appointments in real time, so if there's a change to the schedule, she'll see it immediately. Dr. Juliet knows which appointments are her responsibility and those that other faculty members are responsible for. She sees each student's chair location, which patients they're treating, and what procedures they're performing. Dr. Juliet uses the operatory monitor and her iPad to view alerts from student providers in need of assistance and prioritizes her list based on the request. She can discreetly give an approval or grade and evaluate more than one student directly from her iPad using faculty access. Using faculty access, Dr. Juliet is informed, organized, and connected to her students and other faculty. The great Greek philosopher and scientist Aristotle once quoted, "The whole is greater than the sum of its parts." Some call this synergy, and the Oxford Dictionary of English defines it as the interaction or cooperation of two or more organizations, substances, or other agents to produce a combined effect greater than the sum of their separate effects. And this concept fittingly applies to our HealthAccess suite of products. By extending your axiUm solution to the web, you create an element of synergy by allowing your patients, students, and faculty mobile access. Think of a puzzle and all its pieces. If you put up barriers that prevent the pieces from being assembled, then you cannot complete the puzzle. But remove the barriers and you suddenly have the ability to assemble the pieces so that they make one whole. By making one whole, you create convenience, streamline operations, and allow patients, students, and faculty to be prepared and organized. Thank you for watching our video today. We hope you found the video not only informative and interesting, but useful as well. For more information about axiUm, please check out our website at www.xangroup.com, or if you would like to see a demo of any of the HealthAccess modules, send us an email to axiumsales@xnsoftware.com.